Hello everyone, it's Alessandra here. Thank you for coming back or coming in for the first time. I am very grateful. Today I want to send out blessings and peace to every single person, not just the ones that I can connect with the whole of the universe. Because when we send out energy, it actually goes out to whoever is open and able to receive it. So it will ripple out. So I'm sending blessings and I'm sending peace to anyone who's not in peace. I hope it makes their heart sort of feel that energy coming through and accept it. To anyone that is in my own circle, I send peace and love. So everything is always energy, and we fail to acknowledge this. And so we think that our little world and our, whatever is going on in our world, nothing else, no one knows, no one can pick it up. And we don't need to say anything because no one's going to know. But this thing is, we're sending out energy all the time. And this energy is what makes things come back to us, whether in a positive or a negative. So when we look at that in that way, well, then why would you choose an energy that isn't working for you? There are a lot of aspects that can impact our thought forms by what we eat, by how we live, and the environment. And of course, there are things that, we're not in control of, and they may impact us, but it's the way we react. The way we react to the world on the outside that makes a difference. So if you're pushing and you're going against something, you're actually inviting more of that into your life. And if you're not taking care of yourself and you're talking about yourself just like you think everybody else is, or what they've taught you to believe, well then that's what you're really doing. You're actually creating more of that in your life. You are all of these things that I'm going to list out to you. So you have a choice every time. You are the projector of what you are seeing. So your eyes, you're sending out energy, your intentions. So that's the projector. So that's one. You're the director. So you're directing this world around you. And you go, but I can't change other people. No, but you can choose better situations in your mind and then let them come out. And then what you are is also, you're the script writer. Same. Just write a new script. Change the scene. Start changing the story. Change the words you use from a negative to a positive. Well, it doesn't take much. It's just one word at a time, one thought at a time. And let the emotions sort of go at the end of the day. Revise it and see how you can change that. And then you're the spectator because you're creating all of this. And then you're looking at the movie of your life. And of course, makes you sad, makes you happy, whatever you're looking at. You're the one that needs to be able to say to the director and to the scriptwriter, before you project it out, I want to make these changes. And that's what will happen. That's how powerful you actually are. And then there's the actor on the screen or on the stage. And you're the actor as well. So all of these things are your capabilities. Within yourself, there is nothing else that you need to know. So all of these aspects, but you see, the thing is, are you willing to accept the responsibility that you actually are all of these things? Okay, that's the hardest part. But today I'm sending out the blessings so that it touches your heart or it touches other people's hearts around you, to see if everything around you starts to shift by receiving this powerful energy. Then you have a choice. By listening to my words, you have a choice to listen closely to what I've just said and then see if you can pinpoint where you're actually able to change things. So on that note, I'm going to pick a card with John Holland, still a different deck I used it yesterday, but it's a bit different in the images that are on the cards. So that's the beauty of it. Plus it has cards for the chakras. So the 7 chakras are in it as well. So let's see what happens today. On Easter Day, whether you celebrate it or you don't, it doesn't really matter. I'm just pointing it out for those who do. And if your belief is different, that's fine. Just listen to me. It doesn't really matter. It's not focused on anything in particular. So let's see what card comes through. Don't want to make it too long today, but because I think it's important to go out and enjoy life. Heart chakra. Now I keep getting heart chakra cards with this deck. I'm not sure whether it's trying to tell me something, obviously. Heart chakra. Well, here's the thing. Today we're tapping into that heart energy because we're sort of taking in, it's letting go. Easter is about forgiveness as well, most of the time, and then the resurrection of Christ and the fact that he's showing us that we are so powerful, we heal ourselves, we are capable of stepping up in any moment. Okay, so he came back to show us that. But if you have anything around you that's disturbing you, but of course, the global situation will disturb us all. But just for today, see if you can find a space where you put that aside and see the world as healing, because the heart needs to heal. The earth, Gaia, needs to heal. And today we need to invite that to happen by releasing our own energies. So this is a beautiful card in a way because it's giving us the indication where to look. Our hearts are blocked. We need to unblock them. We need to send out that love. It doesn't matter whether you're sending it out and no one responds to it. It doesn't really matter, because there will come a point where everything will come back to you because it will respond to that beautiful energy that you send out. But if we're all holding on and saying, well, what's the point? I can send it out, but what if the next person doesn't? And what about this? And what about that? Well, this heart is suffering. So this heart chakra is suffering. It's blocked. Okay. But we need to focus on it so that we breathe into it and all the wounds that we have. So have I ever seen a heart with wounds and a heart that is pure? Yes, I look into the eyes of every single person that I meet. And you see, I've always seen a lot of hearts that have patched up, a lot of souls with a lot of wounds. Some are still bleeding, some are patched up, and they've all got bits and pieces everywhere. A pure heart means you haven't really lived, or you haven't really allowed yourself to go in the depths and release the wounds. So I prefer to be someone with a very patched up heart, which means I've gone through my battles and my challenges, and then I meet people who have done the same and we're balanced. But I also accept the fact that there are people who need help to realize that their heart is too protected. And when you protect it too much, you get hurt more. So this is what it is. We're trying to have a pure heart, but in reality, what we have is a heart that needs to be healed, needs to open up and become vulnerable, because it's only through our vulnerability that we actually find our place and heal. So this card is very, very strong, and I do feel it very strongly. It resonates, but I do want to pick another one to see what else comes through. Beautiful card on Easter Day, or whatever you call it, or whatever it is. Just a day to be in peace, just a moment. So let's see what else comes through. Right, beautiful. Observe. Now I'm going to put these cards on the side because it feels like they're going to fall down. Observe. So what is this person doing, and why is it so good together with the heart chakra? Because we need to observe the world. Just as I said before, this is very much what I was saying before. Like, look at how many directions the person has, right? Well, you are the observer. Okay, so you're the observer of everything that happens in your life. And when you observe, you actually bring it into your life. So that's what we need to also understand. We pay attention to things, and therefore our observation of them, positive or negative, this is another way of seeing what I said before. Well, then you're attracting into your own experience whatever you're observing. So if you're observing drama and your heart is closed, or you're protecting it so that you don't get hurt, guess what? That drama will make your heart sort of feel as if it needs to protect itself even more. If you're looking at areas of your life and people that have come into your life and given you challenges, well, same, your heart is open, so there might be wounds that you remember, and then because you're observing that episode and you haven't let go of that wound, it will bleed, or it will be a wound that is patched up but has made you grow. Beautiful cards together, because it's allowing me to give you two examples of the same thing. So whatever we are protecting, if we're creating a protection around our heart so that we don't get hurt again because someone else has hurt us, we are not willing to let down that shield, and then the first time you do, you're very vulnerable, then you put it back up. So it's the sabotaging mode that we use. What is the world looking at right now? All the wounds are flaring up. Every single wound that humanity has put under the rug or has created a shield around, I don't want to know, I don't want to see, I don't want to hear. Look at it, it's coming up. Even the earth itself is reacting. And therefore, we need to observe, clear out, heal those wounds, but don't put the shield up again. Don't throw it under the rug. Just look at it, accept it. And then, as you know, you have the capability of shifting things, observing something different. Because when you start observing a better thing, not a superficial hiding behind the screen thing, but really paying attention, looking at it, healing it, looking at the wounds and finding new patches, but seeing the beauty in it, that's when we all heal, including Gaia and the whole of the planet, the galaxy, the galaxies, and every being, whether they're known or unknown. I think it's beautiful today to have that message, and I hope it's helped you, and it helps me because I always look at myself every time I go within. I go, okay, the cards came up, but they didn't come up only because I was doing a reading. I have to look into my life and into myself and see if it resonates somewhere. That's what we need to do every day. We need to be able to accept things. We need to be able to become responsible and accountable for the way that we observe the world, and then heal our wounds, but not also putting them under the rug so that we don't get hurt. Actually, it's actually worse when we try to protect that beautiful heart. It hasn't lived. And therefore, I look at myself first. I always do that. So it's not about giving you a reading. This is also for myself. So for today, I thank you. And I hope you enjoy your day and come back next time. Thank you.